So let's look at this graph. Instead of giving you the equation, I'm giving you the graph. We're going to talk about the maximum minimum value of this function if it has. So in this case, notice that the graph has a minimum. That means has a floor. And the floor of the graph, or the minimum value of the graph, is -2. -2. This is your y value. So if I want to write this equation for the vertex is simple to know. Vertex is what? We have 1, -2. Great. This -2 represents the minimum value of the function, which is y value. Okay, now when do you get that? You get that when x is 1. That's when you get that. So this is when x equals to 1, you're gonna get the minimum value. Excellent. Now what is the domain and range in here? The domain, same thing again, x belongs to all real number. The range, now you have to include, sorry, that's a y value. You have to include the minimum value. That means everything above -2 will work. So that would be y is greater than equal to -2, comma, y belongs to all real number. Okay, and that is how you look at the graph and analyze it based on if it has a minimum or maximum. All right, and then from this point on, you can actually go ahead. If we want to come up with the equation of this graph, we can use y equals to a times x minus p all squared plus q. And in this case, easily we can come up with the equation of it. And in this case, choose a, so what is the vertex? We have vertex -1 and 2, 1 and -2. We also know at least one point on the graph, so choose a good one. This 0, 0 is a good one right there. We know 1 at least. The only thing we don't have to complete this is the expansion and compression factor a, and that's okay. We can just plug it in there in the equation to what we have, solve the equation for a, and then rewrite. Okay, let's go ahead. So this is my x, this is my y, this is p, this is q. Plug numbers in and then see what we get. So 0 equals a, we don't know. I'm just going to leave a alone. Open the bracket, and now we're just going to plug numbers in. X is 0, so let's do that. 0 minus 1 all squared minus 2. We're going to do the math on that one. 0 is, so that would be -1 squared 1. That would be a, times 1 is a, minus 2. Notice that a will end up being 2. Great. Now that we have that, we go back and write the final equation for the quadratic function. Y equals 2. And now we're going to say what the vertex is. So that would be x minus 1 all squared minus 2. And that is how you come up with the equation of a parabola using the graph and information that you have on that graph.